You're stressed, overwhelmed, maybe even bored. So you shop. Just a little treat to lift your mood. And for a moment, it works. That rush, that thrill, it feels good. Until it doesn't. The excitement fades, the guilt creeps in, and suddenly, that treat feels more like a mistake. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Emotional spending isn't just a habit, it's a trap. Your brain is wired to crave the high, but at what cost? Let's talk about why it feels so good and how it's quietly wrecking your life. More guilt, less control, until you break the cycle. We've talked a lot about how our daily habits affect mental health, from sex to social media, but one sneaky behavior we haven't fully unpacked is emotional spending. You're stressed, overwhelmed, lonely, or bored, and you just need something, anything, to lift your mood. So you shop, and it kind of works. That little thrill, that sense of control, it feels like relief. That's because every purchase triggers dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical, the same rush you get from comfort food or endless scrolling. But your brain isn't rewarding a smart purchase, it's rewarding the chase. And when the high fades, the stress, guilt, or emptiness comes rushing back, leaving you stuck in a cycle, not just of spending, but of chasing a feeling that never truly lasts. Maybe you've asked yourself, why do I keep buying things I don't need? Am I just weak? The answer is no. This isn't about willpower. Emotional spending is a psychological pattern, and it's designed to pull you in. Your mood, stress levels, and even your sense of identity influence what you buy and when. Some people justify it as a harmless pick-me-up. Others don't even realize they're trapped in the cycle until they're knee-deep in packages and drowning in regret. And that's the problem. What feels like a quick fix is actually making things worse. More spending, more guilt, less control. But here's the good news. You can break free. We'll talk about how to do that later, so stick around until the end. First, let's take a closer look at how emotional spending is quietly taking control of your life. Spending can feel irresistible because your brain is wired to crave that dopamine hit. It's not just about buying things, even browsing or adding items to your cart can give you a quick boost of pleasure. At first, it seems harmless, like a little treat after a stressful day. But over time, the high fades faster, and suddenly, one purchase isn't enough. Without realizing it, you start chasing that feeling, linking emotional relief to spending instead of addressing the real problem: stress, loneliness, or boredom. That's how emotional spending quietly becomes a habit, making it harder to stop. It's not just about dopamine though. Spending can feel like control. When life feels chaotic or out of control, making a purchase gives a temporary sense of agency. But stress actually weakens self-control, making impulse shopping even more tempting. The real issue? Shopping is often a way to avoid emotions rather than processing them. Instead of dealing with tough feelings, you train your brain to seek relief through spending. Over time, this weakens emotional resilience, leaving you caught in a cycle where spending becomes a crutch rather than a choice. And then there's the financial burden, debt, anxiety, and the stress of feeling like you're working hard but never getting ahead. This cycle can be broken. Like most unhealthy habits, once you understand how your brain is wired, you can start rewiring it. Every time you pause, get curious, or choose a different way to cope, you're taking back your power. And the best part, you don't have to quit spending entirely. You just need to shift how and why you do it. Create space between impulse and action. When the urge to buy hits, don't shut it down. Just pause and ask yourself, do I really want this? Do I really need this? Or am I chasing a quick mood boost? Even a few seconds of awareness can break the autopilot habit. If unsure, wait 24 hours. Most urges fade, and if they don't, you'll know it's something you truly value. But awareness alone isn't enough. You need something else to replace that dopamine rush. Shopping gives you a sense of control, relief, or excitement. So what else can give you that? Movement, creativity, connection, or even just stepping outside can shift your mood in the same way. If stress is your trigger, focus on stress relief. If it's boredom, find something engaging. The key isn't to just stop spending. It's to find other ways to meet the emotional needs behind it. Going cold turkey rarely works. It just makes you feel restricted. Instead, set small, flexible rules. Maybe you create a fun money budget so you can still enjoy spending, but with intention. Or make a wish list and wait a week before buying anything on it. The goal isn't to remove joy from shopping. It's to make sure what you buy actually adds to your life, rather than leaving you with guilt or regret. The more you shift from impulse to intention, the more control you gain, not just over your spending, but over your emotions. This isn't about willpower, it's about understanding yourself. So next time that urge to shop hit, take a breath. You have the power to choose, and that's worth more than anything money can buy. So what's the takeaway? Emotional spending isn't just a bad habit. It's a coping mechanism wired into your brain. It offers comfort and control, but often leaves you feeling emptier. Your brain craves dopamine, but real peace doesn't come from another click or swipe. It comes from within. And here's the thing, nobody's perfect. We all have ways of coping, some healthier than others. What matters most isn't perfection, but intention. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just begin with one small, intentional choice at a time. Maybe today that means pausing a purchase. Maybe tomorrow it means finding a new way to lift your mood. Little by little, those choices add up. If this video gave you a moment of clarity, let us know in the comments. And if you're working on your relationship with money, remember you're not alone. We're all figuring it out together. On a closing note, for those who are interested in animating for Psych2Go or being involved with our community, you can check the description box for more details.